one of my nicknames is Captain Chaos. I mean, I love the chaotic nature of the restaurant, and I think people enjoy that energy, and I think it's part of the dining experience. When you walk in and the bar's 3 deep and there's people waiting for tables and you see all the tables full and waiters are moving about. It's kind of like that finely organized ballet, and I have a lot of loyal friends and a lot of connections and people that are really sincerely rooting for me. So when some people say LA is not a community of people, well, I am living proof that it is. You specifically walking the door that means something to us. It's not just a body, it's not just a person.
I'm Tambi Saffran from Focus Magazine and Focus TV, and I'm sitting here with Craig Susser, who is the owner of the massively successful Craig's. Yes, massively successful Craig's in West Hollywood. Craig, I'm actually really excited to be here. This is one of my favorite restaurants in LA.
Thank you. I cringe because I don't use words like that. I honestly, every day, we just try to do a better job than we did the night before and try to look after people one at a time, make sure their experience is good, make sure everybody had a good time. So words like hot or this or that, I really don't get caught up in that. We really just kind of keep our head down and stay focused.
Well, the reputation is wonderful.
Okay.
So.
Good.
So you are the former manager of the legendary Dan Tana's, also here in West Hollywood. Mm-hmm. Tell us how you came to.
Well, I look
Craig's.
at that as my education. So I started out as a waiter, putting myself through college, and through various events, had the amazing opportunity to work at Dan Tana's at the age of 22. When that's a legendary place with waiters and bartenders and maitre d's that are career people. It wasn't a hobby. They weren't doing it while they were waiting for something else to happen. That was a time when this was an avocation. So it was the school of hard knocks. I was 22 years old. There were a lot of regulars. They liked their people, they liked their waiters, they liked their bartenders, and when I would walk over and say, "Hi, my name's Craig, can I get you a drink?" it wasn't received well because I was the new kid on the block and I didn't know what I was doing, and it was apparent I didn't know what I was doing, but they slowly kind of formed me, and it was a long process, and it was not necessarily a kind process, but all of that was my formative training grounds. That's where I learned how to take care of people. That's Mike the bartender, who's a legendary bartender in town, and Jimmy, who was the maitre d' for 25 or 28 years. Those are the people that gave me my work ethic. I watched them and how they did things and how they took care of people. I mean, it's incredible. And then, Dan Tana had a certain way of running the restaurant, and it was buy the best, give them the best because they know.
What do you think is the key to a successful restaurant?
Well, I wish I could bottle that because there's been a lot of very good people who put together restaurants with very talented people and in great locations, and it doesn't work, and you say to yourself, well, I don't understand how that doesn't happen, And I think there's a vibe, and I think there's a place. Are you telling a story? Are you transporting people? You have an hour and a half to 2 hours where people are getting together, and everybody has a decision to make when they open up a restaurant. Is it chef-driven and very specific food-driven? Is it environment? Is it the kind of place where you only do business, where you have friends and family? Do you bring your 3-year-olds and do you also do business? What kind of restaurant is it? And can you do all of those things in one place? I wanted to open it up to all segments of the population, meaning younger people who don't necessarily have the money or the budget to be able to eat in a more fine dining restaurant. Mm-hmm. But that doesn't mean that they're not going to develop over the next 5, 10, 15, 20 years, and I want to be part of that story. So if they want to have a cheeseburger and a beer and not spend a lot of money, I want you here, right? Mm-hmm. And then it's the other people that are at a different stage in life where, they have gotten a little more successful and they've got a lot of business meetings. Great. I want you here too. And then it's the older crowd who've been there, done that, and they've got great stories. And look, we've been family for 25 and 30 years. I mean, these people raised me. So right. Of course, when they walk in the door, I'm happy to see them. So it's all of that. So Craig's is defined by all of that. So when you say, wow, what makes a restaurant work, what doesn't work, it's those 3 things. But then again, you can't define it. We always talk about it, it's like lightning in a bottle.
What's your favorite thing about your job?
Making people happy. I love the action. I think I'm an action junkie. I love the chaos.
I heard your nickname is Captain Chaos.
Right. Yeah. So I love the chaos of it. I love the fact that you're not quite in control, but you're in control. And at the end of the day, you're honestly, we have the ability to make a difference in people's lives in an hour and a half or 2 hours. And you can come in and celebrate the greatest thing that's happened to you. You can also come in and commiserate that somebody's passed or there's a sad event, but you still come here. All right. So we're celebrating life's events. And you want to be that place where they feel comfortable coming and doing that.
Sure.
And one of the greatest compliments I think you can get as a restaurateur is when people are making reservations on their way out the door. So they're leaving, they just ate here.
Absolutely.
They're like, "Do you have room in 2 weeks at 7 o'clock, on a Tuesday?" And we're like, that's the greatest compliment in the whole wide world.
Well, congratulations. We love it, this restaurant. We're big fans. And thank you so much for talking with us at Focus today.
Thank you. Thanks for your time. Every night I get to walk in here and it never gets old.
If you want a second to breathe, I'll give you all of my love, I'll give you all that you need. Don't worry, I'm not in a hurry, not